What's going on YouTube? This is Josh's RC, and do I want to spend the next 2 hours or so fixing this truck? No. Especially after literally 2 weeks ago. Okay, so I guess it was about a month ago now. Today is the 28th, and yeah, so it was almost a month ago, but still. Well, actually, it's been broken for 2 weeks now. I just recently got the part to fix it, so yeah. 2 weeks after I replaced it, it broke. And I just yesterday rebuilt the front end on that. This was the old diff. And yeah, it didn't fare too well. Well, you know, I mean, if I don't fix it, it's going to stay broken. You know, I don't mind working on RCs, but I do mind working on the RC if it's a big job and I fixed it 2 weeks ago and it broke. Especially when I treat the thing the same way I have since February of this year. And then I noticed there was clicking in the front end. Oh.
Here. You stuck that front bulkhead several times, bro. I'm pretty sure it's that bulkhead.
I just did once, not several times. One time.
I'm pretty sure it's that bulkhead. I'm pretty sure it's that bulkhead.
Because the sound is a popping pop. It's not gears, metal.
Oh, and it's when I brake.
Ooh, yeah. Definitely, because the diff's wanting to roll and the back is rolling and the front's not. Yeah. But you got a new X-Maxx body?
Yeah, I got a new body. My wife got me the
rock and roll?
Rock and roll, yeah. And when I pulled my cover off, my cat likes to come in here and take my stuff. I had a Ziploc bag with it, and I know she took it once before. Oh no. Oh no. Okay. I know when I took my rear diff, it had no fluid in it, so I'm gonna go ahead and add some fluid to the front diff. And I'm gonna change out my motor spur gear. When my front was ticking originally, it was because this guy right here shredded to pieces, and this was really worn down from all the from the 1 year of abuse. So this is the 7790. It's goes with 7792, and 7792 can go with 7790 or 7791. 7791 is the rear pinion. I believe this is a pinion gear. Okay, it's like an input. Anyways, I don't need to switch these out because I bought them thinking that was why my gears were clicking, but it was because my diff housing was busted, and it was, yeah. So here's the new diff cover. With the X-Maxx, you have to buy the lower, you have to buy the upper, and the diff cover. The diff housing for the front or rear, bulkhead front upper, bulkhead front lower. So, but with the Traxxas X-Maxx, you buy one thing and it has all that. So let's get started. All right, I've done this one time before, so I should be better at it this time than I was the time prior. And this is the old cover with my screws. All right, gotta take the shock and the front tires off. All right, those two tiny screws. Go with those pins. That comes off. We need to take the A-arms off. This kind of long screw, big one, goes in the arm here. It's hard to get to the screw. All right, well, I want to get new diff cups, and I'm going to have to take those out later. So for now, I'm just going to inspect this differential and see if there's anything wrong with it. This is the one I replaced. Oh, it did kind of nick up some of those. Oh yeah, I will reuse this for now. Because again, I'm going to have to come back in here and take these diff cups off and fill the thing up with fluid. And since I have the new gear here, then I'm going to do all that at once. I'll do that later. Because that's a really easy fix. You just take the cover off and it exposes it. You don't have to do any of this other stuff. These are so much fun. Oh God, that is a... Oh, sweet. Like the perfect size. Makes life a lot easier. All right. Long boys. Okay, right or left tire. Right tire. Oh, wow. Yeah, that... Eesh, gnarly. So you'll see this part right here goes in there. Technically, this one goes here. So we'll take this one and we'll move it over. But as you can see, there is a lot more. There should be a lot more to this guy. So flip it over. And you can see that it resembles that, but it's missing some of it. Quite a bit of it. So we'll set that to the side. And now we have to take this front apart, which I've done this so many times that I don't even need to remember where screws go. It's just, at this point, these are two longer screws here, and these are all four the same size, and then you got two over here. Because I've had to do my servo more times than I want to count. Apparently there's a known bad batch of Traxxas 7 metal servos. We'll get these out. And these are like short ones, so they're not hard to figure out. And those four go into the middle chassis. And these two go into the center chassis and middle chassis. And then we need to get those two. All right. There's a positive side to doing the same thing over and over and over again. I'm not 100% familiar with these screws. This is going to hold pins in. This is going to hold the pins in. Oh, that's bent. Oh, damn. I need to buy new ones. That's okay, because this will be a much quicker, easier fix. I'll rewatch the video if I have to, because I've had to do it with my Max yesterday. Those hold pins in, those hold pins in. And those were the very long ones. I don't know. Well, I have it on video. My memory sucks. That's why I'm not only recording this to share with other people, but I'm recording it because my memory sucks. So once you get that off, it's pretty... Oh, one more thing. How did I almost forget about that? This is very important. This is the servo. It's very easy to keep track of this one because it's the only one of this size, and I can mix all these up right now and tell you where they all go. These would be very bad for me to mix up because I wouldn't know. That's why I keep my door shut so the animals can't come in here and ruin everything. But this is the only one that uses this weird size, which is the same size that you use for the things here. Oh yeah, these were the ones that held those in place. That's right. Okay, so boom, there's that. Now we're done. We are done with what we need to take it apart. This is the hardest part for me. It's getting this stupid thing back on here after you take it off. So now this should come off. Damn. See? Carnage. This is the hard part for me all the time, is getting this front. Oh wow, yeah. Duh, Josh. You gotta remove the center skid plate. I'm doing this a little differently, because normally when I take my front end off, I keep the tires on it, but since I had to replace that thing, I was like, I'll just do it a little differently. And when I did it a little bit differently, and it threw me off. I keep this screwdriver on one, so that way I can't like super tighten something. I have stripped before, but that's into like, you know, I don't know. For example, the steering thingies for the front, tiny little areas, those screws, they strip. Not the screws themselves, but the like plastic that it goes into on the other end. If you strip one of these, you're pretty talented, because I put it in there pretty good. And as you saw, the clutch kicked in and was like, hey, it's too much. So these 8 screws are super easy to remember because they go into this guy. So now this lifts up, which, like I said, is always the hard part for me. Oh, shoot. That works. All right, so we are done with this front end. We don't need to do anything with this. This will be the rest of our journey. Yeah, whenever we go back into the diff cups, I'll replace all this other stuff. Oh, I just want to show you this. Like, I'm literally missing a chunk of this one here. That's filed down. Yeah, that's not good. Got a new one right here. Gonna change out both of these later. It literally, look. You take the front diff cover off, and that sits in there like that. Like, it couldn't be simpler. You just grab you a pair of needle nose pliers. Can't talk today. I haven't been feeling well, sorry. And you pull it out. Boom. So you don't need to take the truck apart. You take the 5 screws off the diff cover, and you see this right here. All right, less talking, more working. We'll set these to the side because we need to. They're gonna just keep falling out. And what I like to do is lay it out the way it's gonna be. So it's gonna look like this. And we need to get these screws out. And then this one requires the small, just like the same screw that's used on the servo. And what you can do, if you're like me and your klutz, just put the screws in there. So this, wow. So my wife, okay. Story time. I asked my wife, hey, can you go to the store and get a front bulkhead? She comes back and she has this. And I'm like, that's not a front bulkhead. Little did I know, that's a separate part of the bulkhead. When I broke it the first time, I transferred over this guy right here. And you can see how, like, there's the new one, right? On the left there. And there's the old one. Well, yeah, it's a little different this time. So it's a good thing she bought this. You remember when I asked you to pick up this part and you got the upper and I needed the lower? Well, I did need the upper, so I'm glad you picked up the upper. I'm gonna have to definitely let her know. Okay, so this is gonna come out. Oh, there is a screw down in here. Ugh, so much. Ugh. I don't believe there's a screw in there. No, there's no screw. Come on, making some product. It's coming up. Okay, so this goes right here. Oh wait, it's flipped and reversed. Okay. This little bearing goes right here. So, wow, I broke this more than I ever have. Okay. If you can see that crack right there. That crack right there. So, I don't know. Holy crap. How do you get this off? Oh. Why was that so much easier than it? Okay. There's the front. Oh, man. The more you freaking get into your RCs, I just replaced this thing. The same time I replaced the front bulkhead. Okay, well, I'll be going to the parts store. All right. All right, so I undid the one screw. I'm gonna... Oh no. That is definitely not the same screw. I gotta pick up a screw. The more you dig... Why can't these come with screws? Well, time to find out what screw it is and go to the parts store. I will be back letting you know which screw it is that we are missing. And we're back. I thought I was recording, but I was not. So, I went ahead and ran to the hobby store. The one closest to me had the shock tower front. They had that. And they had some new pins. My wife bought this one. And they had one more in stock. So, now I have a complete set for the rear. Or the front that I was working on. Because I am going to go ahead and switch out that input gear and the ring gear, since both of those have damage on them. Now that I have the new diff cup and I'm gonna have to take it all apart anyways. What else did they have? They had these screws. These are for the pins, so they're gonna hold these in place. And I know one of these in here I grabbed from like a screw kit I had that doesn't go to it. So I'm glad I can go ahead and replace them with new ones. And some of them were worn down and had like dirt and debris in them. And I had tried to get... Anyways, so I got new screws for that. And the other store I went to that is further away, it's Hobbytown. It's about almost an hour from me. They had these. This is the screw that I needed. And I opened it a little bit off camera because I thought I was recording and matched it up. So let's go ahead and... Where I left off at, I believe, was I was missing a screw. And I looked up the schematics or whatever you want to call it, the blueprints. And it said 3933, which is this right here. And it matches up that. So now I've got 6 screws and I can take this off. I'm going to need to transfer over this bar here to the new one. They also had 2 more diff cups. So now I have 4 of these, why do I say diff cups? Drive cups. So now I have 4. So I can switch out the back ones at some point. And they had these right here. They label their stuff differently than my local store does. So it's easy to tell which parts came from which store. But these are the skid plate screws for the Max. All right. Now, normally you would transfer over the upper bulkhead for the front. But as you can see in a second, well, I mean, you can see now, that's not happening. It's broken. So we're going to go ahead and transfer over the little bearing. Make sure they spin freely. Yep, that one's still very good. They feel about the same, but I wish I had new ones. So the upper right here, 7720. I don't even want to do the math on how much this costed to get this back up and running. That was an expensive day of bashing. So, oh, while we're at it, shoot. I mean, you could do this before or after. It doesn't really matter. That sits in there like such. And that goes down. There we go. As you can freaking see, we're literally missing a chunk of the front of this one, which is right here. And we're missing some of the front. See, look. Well, we're not missing it. It's just broken. Oh, that was an expensive day. It's much easier as you go to just do things one at a time. All right. So now we can take those 6 screws and put them back in. Okay, so we can literally toss this now. Nothing else we need from it. We can set it to the side. And this is our front here for the steering. Just sits down like that. So we can go ahead and attach that front shock tower, which we need to rebuild with the new one here. 7739 is for the front. Unfortunately, we had to take screws out of the old one. Choo choo. Oh, you can definitely tell the screws were in that, like, okay, yeah. All right. This is where I'm struggling. Let's go ahead and do this now. Oh, we gotta put the spring on. So, since this is going into plastic, I don't want to use the screwdriver and mess up this. So I'm going to keep going. Oh, yep, right there. That's a lot of resistance. Okay, now we can put this on. I don't know. I do need to put that on first. That slides in. So I really like this screwdriver a lot. As soon as it provides that, like, kick, like that, I know it's done. And if I go further, it's going to put it into an impact mode. And that's going to drive that screw in far. And it's going to strip something. I don't really like using it on little bitty screws like this. So that's why sometimes I go real slow like this. It provides some resistance, and I stopped. I use this screwdriver a ton, so I know that that's good. This is going to slide in there, and we've got the front rebuilt. Look at that. Look at that. I've done my servo so many times that I've seen it like this, I don't know, 15 times so far. But here we go. That is done. We're going to mess with that diff, though. Let's put it back in there. So now we can go ahead and take those. Awesome. All right. Pretty sure we're ready to slide this back in. That bearing feels good. Our input is going to go there. So the drive shaft. If you're new to this, I don't know why you have an X-Maxx if you're new to this, but so this is going to spin, causing that input gear to spin. And after doing this so many times, you learn that if it's not sliding in, just spin the back wheels. And it'll slide in. Come on. Just, there we go. Done. Done, 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 done. All right. Sorry, this is exciting. We are almost done here. See, I don't like spinning in fast. I like doing it slow. Like that. Because I don't trust... see, that felt good. I know that's in there good. These are the two for back here. Some of these I try going fast on. I just don't feel like... Okay, that's good. That's good. That's definitely good. And that's definitely good. All right. Now the hardest screw in this whole thing is this one right here. And I'm probably gonna have more luck doing it with the tires off. Oh my gosh. Okay. So, like, what did I tell you? I struggle with this more than I do any other part of the whole truck. Getting that stupid thing. Ah! Woosah! So I want to slide over that. Come on. Come on. Ah. That right there is literally the hardest thing in RC right now. So just after a whole lot of going back and forth and trying, eventually it all lined up. Now if the screw would go in. Okay. Since this is also a very, you can't apply a whole lot of force to it. Just gonna go. All right. Steering is back. All right. Woo! Let's play with this guy. Oh, you know what? Might be better to take the diff cups off now. Maybe? I don't know. I said diff cups. Drive cups. Wait. Oh, I gotta take that off to put the new one on. See, there's my front, and there's no fluid in it. It is dry. So thankfully I'm doing this. I don't recall having to take out... Ooh. I didn't know that was part of it. We'll see if the new one has it. It does not, so we will go ahead and reuse it. Don't want to. Awesome. Dude, I'm excited to climb with this thing. How does this work? Is it all... My buddy put some in my back one. Oh, what the heck? That is super interesting. Like, I feel like I need a... Oh my word. Oh. This is crazy. Oh my gosh. You know, I just might as well grab it. Spin it around. So my crazy friends recommended this stuff to my wife when she was there. Yeah, get 20 million weight. Would I have gotten 20 million weight? I know that's what's in the back because that's what my buddy put in there. I saw him do it. Okay, so we gotta put this guy in here. Ew. Aha, got it. This is gonna feel like a different truck with a 50 tooth and 18 pinion, which is this default one, and 20 million weight fluid. Oh my gosh. This is gonna feel... Where's that last screw? Oh no! Alright, now, new drive cup. I called it the right thing. I wonder if both hobby places. That doesn't... Okay, it's just drive cup. Drive cup. Old one, new one. Awesome. It's got Loctite on the thing already, so we'll put that in there. Dude, look at the freaking difference! Look at the difference! Look how chewed up and gnarly that was. Oh! Alright, let's put the top back on that. We are done with you. It comes with a new screw. Pull that out. Bearing's still good. This bearing, it still spins good. I need to clean that up for sure. Ow. All right, so that's definitely way better than before. Oh, you had to put that. Ow! That bites. Let's clean this bearing off too. Shoot. Should have cleaned all of them off so far, but really the other ones, like back here, there's not a lot of stuff gets into it. So it's really not... I mean, ideally I would have a whole set. Okay, now let's put that on. Let's get the new drive cup. Okay, yep, new screw is in there. Go in the hole. Awesome. Okay. Look at that. Look at that. A lot of work. A lot of work. But also a lot of progress. I'm going to lube it up after I get the tires back on. Oh my gosh. Those are for the back. I don't think I'm going to do those on camera. That has nothing to do with rebuilding the front. So I'm not going to put that on camera. And since it's raining and wet, I won't put that on camera either. I did put on camera the new input gear and the new whatever this was called. I don't remember what this was called. So now let's put it back together. Awesome. So I'm gonna use all the new ones here. Ah, crap, I can't use all the new ones because... Oh no! I ordered the wrong ones! Oh no! What is 8545 even for? Oh no! Guess what? It's still going back together today. And I'm not going to the hobby store for one stinking part that they may not even have. So the big part's the bottom here. Was this upside down when I took it off? Because these don't have like the rotational. Oh, the tread pattern. Okay, this is the right size. Because look, if I had it on this side, my tread pattern would be the wrong way. So this is the right. And the really thick parts at the bottom. Okay. Now we can take off one of the tires. How do we want to do this? All right, first, you may not be able to see this. What is it with lining these stupid little ball joint thingies up? It only makes sense for it to be this screw. No! Oh my God. I had it. There we go. Now, can we get that to thread in there? Just give me the room. I would have put this top part on last. Oh my freaking... You know what? It might be easier just to grab my remote. All right, since I'm having such a hard time, this might be the solution. Okay, hopefully this will be my last GoPro battery. We turned the wheel all the way so we could get easier access to this guy. Oh, I still don't like that. I thought that was going to be the answer. I so thought that was going to be the answer. Oh my word, that was so much work just to get that screw in. You know what? Oh, that would have been resolved if I would have done this after. But whatever, it's done now. I'm out of control. Oh, how did you get to me? No one else on earth could ever love me. Love me just the way you do. Okay. So we want to get this little guy in the differential, and then we want to get this long. Nice. Oh, these all were the 2 mil. What the actual F? It's the little victories that are the big victories. Oh my freaking lord. This guy. Spin the tire. Get this guy in here. I'm having so much fun. My long bent guy. Do I want the bend? I want the bend closer to the front. Awesome. That was nice. Wait, was this the aftermarket screw? Doesn't matter. Actually it does. While we're struggling with that bottom one, let's get this top one in. important is this arm? Does it have to be on here? Ah, everything's been fine. Everything's going great. Why? Why? So what's the back one it's connected to? Is it the lower? Oh, it's the lower. Why is there two options? Okay, I'm gonna stop recording. All right, we are getting this today. Oh well, there's no like center thing for it to rest on. Mother trucker. Holy freaking jeez. That was it. All right, so let's move this one down. I don't know why there's two slots and it fits in both perfectly fine. It's freaking... My back ones are on the lower one. Maybe it's like preference, ride height. I don't know. But I know the back ones are... Oh, now I'm going to have trouble with this. Oh, shoot. There we go. What a day, what a day, what a mighty fine day. Now where's that pin? Ah, can everything go wrong? Nice! Finally! 1010 would not recommend. That was stressful AF. Now we gotta lube up the... I was there and I didn't buy more lube. I should have bought more of this. I just... My memory is terrible. It's awful. All right, now I can put the new diff cover on. Or housing differential, whatever you want to call it. It's a diff cover. It covers the diff. Just call it what it is. GoPro battery. Still good, we're almost done. Awesome. Now our screws are in this baggie. So there's 4 screws that are the same, and then there's one that's different. The one that's different, right here. Diff cover's on. Alright, so I went ahead and put the screw like raw in there without the cover thing on to line it up a little bit better, because as you can see I need to face the screw like kind of at an angle downwards towards me. There we go. I do one more GoPro swap. This will be the last battery. Alright. Woo! Let's get that center skid plate on. Motor is that way. I don't know why I didn't get a new center skid plate, but I did not. It's not broken yet. So for now, it'll work. I'm definitely ready to be done with this for today. This has been more than a couple hours. Plus all the driving and getting parts. And then my close store not having what I need. I'm driving an hour away to get what I need at another store. Alright. Oh, yes, I need a new bumper. I'm gonna go RPM. I'm gonna go RPM bumper, because I make oversized ones. Oh, that's not good. It just spins forever. Okay. But that's okay, because that means that it's stripped here and I'm replacing this anyway. So no biggie. You learn what you can, like, you know, crank down on. Don't crank down on something like that. Don't crank down on these little bitty ones. You know, you learn. But yeah, freaking freaking right. Oh, that was a freaking expensive day. I need to go through those and replace those. And off video, we're gonna do the rear diff. But yeah, I feel like I'm gonna find that screw I'm missing at one point. Somehow. That's insane. But now, whoa. You know, that doesn't look right. That doesn't look right at all. But it's all fixed. Don't break the max. I'm gonna have to look into that, figure out what's going on there. That feels like it's a little bit out. But other than that, so much carnage. Oh, it really wants to turn that wheel. Oh. I might have to look into that rear diff. In fact, I'm gonna have to pull the rear diff out to look at the drive cup anyway. But something just doesn't feel right about that rear diff. Yeah, it just doesn't feel like it's putting that much power down. It's weird, hard to explain. But when I hold the rear diff, yeah, I can get way more speed out of the front ones. Anyways, that's how you replace the front end. I'm gonna take this tire off, see if I busted like an axle carrier or something here. Cause it has it like straight, not straight. Gonna have to take that off and take a look at that. If you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up. If you're new to my channel, please subscribe. Previous video was fixing the bulkhead on that guy. This one was replacing the bulkhead, replacing the input gear, the gear that the input gear rides on. I'll have all the parts I use in the description below. So thanks for watching.